Hey friends, I just barely got my kids down to bed, my baby and my toddler, and they are fast asleep. And I was just feeling so much gratitude for all the different mom bloggers out there, all the different people on Pinterest and Instagram that I followed and have learned lots of tips and tricks for bedtime rituals. And I wanted to record this video and share with you some of the things that I found that work really well for me and for my baby and my toddler. And I wanted to share them with you. So I have a baby who is 7 months old and a toddler who's almost 3, not quite. And it's kind of exciting trying to put down 2 little ones to bed at the same time. I'm lucky to have a husband who oftentimes will help me, where he'll take care of my toddler, my little, you can see his thumb right there. Thumbs up, thanks son. Who will help with the toddler while I put my baby down. But that doesn't always work. Sometimes he goes out of town. Other times, he's busy with work, whatever, with his all the online work that he does. And so sometimes I get to put both my babies down to bed. And so I just want to share with you what it is that I do when I'm taking care of both my kids and putting them down for bed. And first, I'm sure you already know, you read it all over the place, it's really important to have a consistent bedtime routine for your kids because they have something that they can rely on, it's consistent, they know that when certain things happen, it's time for bed, right? They start to wind down and doing those things that you always do at bedtime will help them to feel calmer because it's a ritual, right? There are other things that you can do that are calming to support that process. And one of my favorite things that I use is essential oils. And so I'll share with you the different essential oils that I use as well as just what I do for just bedtime in general. So we first start by, I put my son, my toddler, in the bath, and he loves bath time. He loves to just sit and play. Well, he doesn't actually sit. He just kind of splashes around and does whatever. We got him these sticky alphabet letters that when they're wet, they actually stick to the side of the wall. And so that's really fun for him. He can play with his letters, sort out the different colors and play and actually learn while he's playing in the bath. And while he is bathing, I am typically holding my 7-month-old, my baby, and walking around filling up the 2 diffusers. And I have a diffuser in my son's room and a diffuser in the room that my baby sleeps in. And that is, they're not in the same room yet. I'm still trying to figure out, I just haven't worked up the courage to put them in the same room yet. So if you have any tips on that, let me know. But they're in 2 separate rooms. And one thing that I love to diffuse is Serenity essential oil. I actually didn't grab that one. But Serenity is an amazing blend that is very calming. It has oils. All of the oils in it are very calming. It has lavender essential oil. I'll show you the lavender that I have here. It's not really getting clear. Oh, there we go. Ooh, there we go. So it has lavender, Roman chamomile, marjoram, ylang-ylang. All of those oils are incredibly calming. And a lot of people recommend that Roman chamomile specifically for helping kids to calm down in the evening time. And so I like to diffuse the Serenity. My son really responds well to the Serenity. For my baby, I actually like to diffuse the frankincense essential oil. And I found, especially when we were really struggling with her sleeping through the night, I found that one was the most beneficial for her. And so I'll put the frankincense in her diffuser and the Serenity in his diffuser. And then, he plays in his bath while I'm getting everything ready for her bath, starting the water, getting the diffusers taken care of. And then I get him out of bed or out of the bath. And do we do like brushing his teeth and getting his pajamas on, all that good stuff. And then he sits in his bed and he's allowed to read as many books as he wants to read until I come back. And so he typically will get a good 20 to 40 minutes of reading time. But then, I leave him in his room, he's reading, he's good, and then I go in and I bathe my daughter. And I love putting some salts in her bath. I don't just drop the oils directly into the bath because the oils don't mix with the water. And so putting just a few drops in a huge jar of salts like this, shake it up, and it's good to go. I like to put the Serenity in the salts. And I just pour a little bit into her bath. That's really, really calming for her. She loves her bath. I'll read to her some nursery rhymes and sing to her while she's bathing. It's so adorable how when you sing certain songs, you'll like the ones that they're familiar with, you can tell that they recognize them. Two songs specifically that I always sing to my daughter are one, I Am a Child of God. That's a song that you learn in our church's primary, and it's a beautiful, beautiful song that teaches you about your worth, where you come from, being a daughter of, or being a child of God, right? And then I also like to sing a song that's called If Babies Were Birdies, and that's a song that my mom sang to me when I was a kid. And it's so cute as I, sing those songs to her. She immediately gets a huge smile on her face, and that's really calming for her as well. And so we sing. I get her out of the bath, dry her off, put her pajamas on, her diaper on, and then there's a few oils I put directly on her. And so the first one is this On Guard. I put this one on her every single night. I also put it on my son. After I put it on her, I go back into his room and I put it on him. But I rub this on her feet, and you'll see that this is, both this and the lavender that I showed you, they're pre-diluted perfectly for babies and kids. I love that because, you get a bottle of essential oil and you're told to dilute it for your kids. Let's see if I can get that tip. Sorry, it's not very clear. Maybe put it behind. Oh, there we go. See, I'm learning how to get that to clear up. So that's On Guard. It's the protective blend. And this is an amazing essential oil to help to, fight off environmental threats when the seasons change and you don't want your kids to get sick. This is an incredible one to be using frequently. So I use this one on my kids every single night to help with that, help them to stay healthy. And then I don't know for sure if my daughter is teething right now, but she has had a few fussy nights. And so I've just been taking the lavender and just rolling it directly over her jaw like this, 1, 2, like this, and rubbing it in. And that one is great to help with the teething discomfort. And so I do that one. I don't know for sure if she's teething, but I just want to, be prepared. Even if she's not teething, it's still going to help her and still be beneficial for her. And then the last thing that I want to show you is this little blend that I made up myself. This one has a drop of lemon, a drop of basil, a drop of, I think it's breathe and cypress. You can see, if you check out my Instagram, I posted up the blend for this. And it's just, the whole thing is, just those few drops, 1 drop of each of the lemon, the basil, the breathe, and the cypress, and then the rest is fractionated coconut oil. And this is an incredible blend for helping to clear the airways. If she has kind of an icky nose, then I like to take this and just swipe a little bit right under her nose or right over her eyebrows, and it's amazing to see how quickly she can breathe again when that's happening. And so that's another one that I like to have on hand for her, to just be able to sleep more restful. And so, I will nurse her after we apply the oils. I nurse her, and, that also calms her down. I put, the diffuser is going, and I also have a little noisemaker that she really likes a lot. We put the rain setting on so she can hear that, rain noise. It's really calming. And then I just lay her down in her crib, and, if she's a little bit fussy, usually she's pretty, either asleep or close to asleep by that point. If not, then I'll just hand her binky and she goes right to sleep. And then I sneak out of her room and go into my toddler's bedroom, and we will just read the books together, and I'll apply the essential oils on his feet, and then he goes right to bed after that. And so yeah, obviously after reading books, we do prayer and things like that as well. So that's always fun. And then after he goes to bed, I will come out and just spend time with my husband, get some work done, or, watch a TV show, whatever. But then at about 10, between 10 and 10:30, we will go in and take care of them again. So we'll go in and help my son change his diaper so that he has a fresh, clean one for the rest of the night. And I'll go in and nurse my daughter one more time before the rest of the night. And usually by topping her off, kind of doing a dream feed at 10 or 10:30 at night, then she's good for the rest of the night, and she'll sleep till between 6:30 or 7:30. And so that gives me a good night's rest as well. And so that's our bedtime routine, bedtime ritual for baby and toddler. And if you have any other questions, please reach out to me. If you have questions about specific things that we do, about the song that I like to sing to my kid, the songs that I like to sing, or about the essential oils that we're using, please reach out. I'd love to answer any of your questions, and I will see you in another video. Bye, guys.